Hello and welcome to a very quick walkthrough on how to construct a video views campaign in the Facebook Ads Manager. If you are unfamiliar with a Facebook Ads Manager, please refer to Facebook's help and tutorials on that. Just simply type in Facebook Ad Manager and you'll find a number of listings that can help you get to this view right here. So moving forward, this is in regards to the video view strategy that we have been producing content for our referral partners, just to provide more value and to let you know that we appreciate all of our referral partners. The majority of our referral partners are in the real estate industry, so we're reflecting the content that we produce to that industry. So moving forward here, when you launch the Facebook Ad Manager and you hit create ad, this will be the first thing that you will see. And I'll just kind of walk you through how to quickly put together a video views campaign so that you can inject that into your strategy in regards to video views that we're producing content around. So here are the different objectives that you can utilize within the Facebook Ads Manager. Every one of these has different techniques and strategies that will kind of flesh out as the days go by and we produce more content. But for this tutorial, we're simply focused on video views. So we'll click here on video views. We'll name our campaign right here, and then we'll hit continue, and that'll take you to the next phase, which is the ad set phase. The ad set is where you instruct Facebook who you're targeting, where do they live, and also where you want them to see the ad, and then how much you're willing to spend on these ads themselves. So I've already input some metrics here, but I'll go through them in detail with you. The first thing I would recommend doing is naming your ad set. So for this campaign, we're targeting people that live in Westview with the video views objective that are within the age range of 45 to 55. And we're really targeting sellers with this, so our ad set name reflects all of that so that we can easily identify it on the back end and manipulate it or turn it on or off or adjust it as necessary. Then we go move on to the audience. We're going to disregard saved audience and custom audiences for now. Those will be for other future tutorials. Locations will automatically be under everyone in this location, but we really want to focus on people who live in the West University area. So we just input a zip code that reflects that area we're targeting. You can expand on this. You can add more. You can use less. It just depends on you. And so you just input the zip codes that you're trying to target. And then here we input our age range. So we're targeting people that are 45 to 55. You can try 55 to 65. You could try 35 to 45. It's completely up to you. You could target just men. You could target just women, or both. Languages is something that you can play with if you're producing content in different languages other than English. And then detailed targeting is where you input more stricter guidelines, such as people that are married, single, widowed, people that are interested in Zillow, people that are interested in soccer. Whatever you want to target, it can be found right here. If it's not found, then it's something that you cannot target, or maybe you need to kind of brainstorm different wording or verbiage to target. So for this particular strategy, we're going to recommend that you keep it pretty broad and open. And so really we're only targeting age range here and location because we want to establish a relationship with people that live in this area. So that's where we will start off. Now, as you notice here under audience size, it's kind of low. It's 1,200 people only. And that's fine because the content in relation to this targeting, it matches, right? So if this were a real campaign, then our creative would be focused on West University. We would put together a piece of content, something like Hey, here are 5 things you need to know about downgrading in West University. Or here are 5 things, or here are the top 3 things that you need to be aware of when selling your home in the West University area. And this is content reflective of the area and people that are selling, so our audience is pretty low, and that's fine. If it's a broader piece, if it's, top 5 things you should know about living in Houston, or selling in Houston, or buying in Houston, or whatever your content reflects, and then you just want to make sure your audience reflects that, then I would delete this right here. I would type in Houston, and I would play around with my age range and my targeting to give me a nice, healthy audience to target. So that's that. The next part is placements. By default, Facebook will automatically utilize this section right here. It'll say we're just going to put it everywhere for video views, and in my experience, it can be a waste of money in certain channels. So I would highly recommend editing your placements. And then the second thing you want to do is click on this device types drop down and deselect desktop. Because if you combine both, you'll find that Facebook will automatically just allocate the majority of your budget to mobile anyways. So why not just allow it to optimize fully for that particular device? And then the second thing that'll happen, you'll see all of these checked on. All these will be checked by default. What you want to do is minimize where this shows up. Feeds is the best place in my opinion. I don't really experiment with these right here. I just don't find the results to be as great as the feeds. And additionally, if you want to target Instagram, that's fine, but I'd recommend that you just create a whole new campaign and just target Instagram and not feeds. Simply because the algorithms are so different between Facebook and Instagram, you want to give them their respective separated campaigns. And then from there, you want to I wouldn't focus on this too much. It's not very necessary. And then here under budget and schedule, you definitely want to set a budget for yourself that you're comfortable with, that's not going to break the bank or force you to get a third job somewhere. You want to focus on a budget that you're okay with. So $5, $10, $20, $50 a day. Everybody's different. Whatever works for you. You can set it to start and end at a certain date, or you can just run it continuously and then turn it off manually, a week later, 2 weeks later. Here is a very important part right here. You want to optimize your ad delivery for ThruPlay. And as you can read here, it'll deliver your ads to people that will complete the video, watch at least 15 seconds of the video. So this is really recommended for videos that are longer than 15 seconds. Highly recommend ThruPlay. 10 and 2 second, I don't really use that much. ThruPlay is really what I go for, and it's really been fruitful for all types of campaigns from all types of different businesses. The rest you can leave pretty much the way it is. When you get charged by impression or ThruPlay, I recommend impression. It's going to charge you for every 1,000 people that see the ad, which is typically a pretty low cost. But you can play with it and see if it works out different for you. Don't worry about bid strategy too much. That's a more advanced tactic, and just the defaults work just fine. So you're going to hit continue, and you're going to name the ad. So, West University coffee shop ad, or whatever background or content is relevant to that video. You can name that. You can create an ad or use existing posts. We're going to ignore use existing posts for now, but there's a really neat strategy that we can use here, which I'll make another video for. You want to have the appropriate page selected here, and if you're targeting Instagram, you want to have that selected as well. By this point, you should have only one available format to choose from, which will be single video. Don't worry about instant experiences. We don't need to include a mobile landing page. You can, if you want to, create your own little landing page. But for now, we're just going to keep that deselected, but it'll walk you through how to do that. And then there'll be a little plus sign if you downloaded the accompanying guide for this, the written format. You'll see that there's a little plus sign right here, and you can click there and upload your video. Here are some guidelines to follow. They're not set in stone, but this is what they recommend. If they make sense to you, awesome. If they don't get too hung up on it. It's fine. So here is where you enter your text. We kept it very simple. Is downsizing right for you? Question mark. Here are 5 tips to make sense of what options you have. You don't have to go with that wording or topic. It's completely up to you. Test all kinds of things. You never know what's really going to work for you. So I highly recommend that you experiment, try different things, and see what works best for you. I definitely recommend checking this box, add a website URL, and then inputting your website, or even more recommended, highly recommended, would be a landing page. If you're not familiar with landing pages, then definitely go to YouTube and search for how to create a landing page, or what is a landing page, or landing page builders, and educate yourself on landing pages and why they are awesome at generating leads for you. Enter the display link, which is going to be what it looks like over here, as you can see, thecreditagents.com, and then the headline, 5 tips to consider when downsizing, so they can see that, and they can click on learn more. So this is called the call to action button, and you can select what it is. I usually just leave it at learn more, and then from there you just hit confirm, and you're off to the races. Facebook will review your ad, make sure it's compliant with their advertising policies, and then you can take it a step further after some traction by retargeting those people that viewed 50% of the video, 75% of the video or more. We'll have another tutorial video for that coming soon, but I just wanted to quickly walk you through how to create a video views campaign. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.